ladies and gentlemen, welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to ChatRoom with Max. It's a beautiful Sunday, a wonderful Sunday, and we have a very special topic for you. I'm very, very sure you're going to like it. And hey, pull your children over, pull your parents over, because hey, it's a show for everybody. Okay, all right. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce my co-host really quick. So you can see he's not here in the studio with me today. I don't know what he's doing in his own studio. When he joins, people can ask him. Okay, welcome, and happy 4th of July for those of you in the United States. Happy 4th of July. And for those of you that are not in the United States but like to celebrate United States holiday, happy 4th of July. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, audience, begin to clap. You don't want this guy to fire you. Welcome, the one, the only, Sam.
How's everybody doing today?
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome to the show, everybody.
So we just like Alaji and the professor all at the same time.
This is your boy Sam Soft. You know how we do it. We do it right.
Your boy Sam Soft. Yeah, welcome. So how was your week, sir?
It was good. It was good. Thank God. It was quick and just busy week.
Yeah.
And we just thank God for making the provisions and giving us something to do.
Yeah.
And
Happy 4th of July, by the way.
We are 4th of July in our issue. Why did you rush?
It's actually next tomorrow. The show, before we see them next on the show, you go tea. So let's say it now before it tea.
Okay, let me say it the right way. Happy for the coming 4th of July.
Okay, how about we just say happy 4th of July in advance?
Okay.
Ezioku.
Okay. Make a drink green juice for that.
Let me drink white juice. So, for those of you watching, please let us know where you're watching from so that we can, we can hail you. Let's know who you are and where you're watching from, okay? So, we want to be right on time today. So, we're going to introduce our next partner. He's always been on the show and he's been doing good. You guys have been enjoying his conversations. In fact, some of you say Mr. Stanley is causing fire in chat room. Why people having Mr. Stanley on the show to be giving people fire like that? Don't worry. Today he's going to be, I don't know, it might be more fire.
He's going to be taking it easy.
I doubt it. August Stanley never takes it easy.
At all.
Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, welcome the one and only Stanley!
Hey, hello everybody. Hello. How are you all?
That's his spread.
It's one life. You have to enjoy it.
I know. Yeah, welcome to the show, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here. How's everybody doing? How are you, Minister Max? How are you, Minister Sam Soft?
I'm doing good, my brother. It's good to see you, Atlanta, my Atlanta brother. I need to come to Atlanta.
Man, when you want more?
I don't know what you did wait for.
I did tell you, man. When I come to Atlanta, we can't shake the Atlanta small.
Yeah, you're not gonna go back again. You know that one, right?
Say Boston people go come carry riot, come your house.
No. We'll hold you. That's why we're called Atlanta.
Okay.
The heart of Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, gentlemen, so for everybody just joining us on the show, please on the comment section, let's know who you are and where you're watching from so we can say hi to you. Okay. So, without further ado, we like to take things really, really fast. Gentlemen, the topic of today is one that has actually been causing a lot of problems. And I think it's something we need to talk about, but I'm going to break it into different segments so that we can, enjoy the show and enjoy it perfectly fine. So if you're watching from wherever you are, please do not forget to like where you're watching this from. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to hit that notification tab so you know just when we're on. And lastly, don't forget to share. Share.
There is love in sharing.
Yeah, because this studio today.
You got me on that one, though.
Of course, I expected it.
You plan out, right? You got
Uh-huh.
me.
Oh yeah, that's why I blow you up so they go see you as you.
Exactly. That's a good one.
Yeah. All right. So the topic for today, gentlemen, is the social media mirage. How influencers fuel fake life. How influencers fuel fake life. That's what we're going to be talking about today. If you're watching right now, please share this to your friends, your loved ones, your enemies, your dogs, your cat, everybody.
Dog and cat too.
You know, it's a dog and cat like they watch TV.
So what how would they contribute to this show?
If you say something they agree with,
Like we say, birds don't they agree with this? You see the background of Stanley. Birds they
Oh
respond
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. They have to tweet.
there
They are
you go.
tweeting. They are tweeting what we're saying already.
Oh wow, that's true.
Tweeters.
Yeah, the birds are Twitter. Yeah.
They are tweeting. Yeah.
All right. So let me just create the story real quick. So social media influencers and fake life. Not just this time around, I don't want to just dwell on social media influencers, but I want to dwell on fake life itself in general. So we all have, I believe, at some point we've seen people on social media who are relatively, fake and just fake it and keep faking it, making other people feel bad. What do you guys think about fake life in general? What do you guys think about fake life? Let's go from there.
When you say making others feel bad, why are they feeling bad? Because they allow this so-called people manipulate their life and live their life, rule their life with with their fakeness. So I don't even blame the fake life people. I blame those that allow people come into their house to manipulate their mind with their fake life. You need to be satisfied with where you are and what God has given you. Because that's why you see, that's why social media can manipulate people and make them get confused and get themselves in trouble. Because they are not satisfied with what they are. They want to be like that influencer. As a result of that, they're always looking out for something on the social media that will give them pleasure.
So, if we're going to go by definitions, let's begin by definitions first of all. Fake life. What do we understand by fake life? And if you're watching from home, please let's know what you understand by fake life. Uzovik is in the house. He says, point of correction. It's Atlanta, not Atlanta.
Hello, people.
Hello, my people. Uzovik from Massachusetts.
Alana.
Welcome.
He's trying to form.
It's Atlanta.
It's Alana. He's right. Alana. I agree with you, Victor. Alana.
It's not. I live here. You know the story of the rich man. I won't call the tribe, not to make anybody offended, but I'm sure you will get it. Who says, "Nah, Victor, go and bring the low slots."
You don't already tell us the tribe by saying now.
Well, I'm sorry. Go and bring the low slots, and that is what we use to drive out today. And the driver said, it's not Rolls Royce, it's Rolls Royce. and the owner of the car said, no, shut up there. I own the car. You know the name. Go and bring it. It is me.
Exactly.
So I live here, and pronounce it the way you want.
Exactly. That's a good one.
I live here.
Audience, give him some accolade. Audience, come quiet this time. They want to be fired.
Okay. All right. So since I have you on the main screen, tell us what you understand by fake life, sir.
Fake life actually is an illusion. Something that is not real. You sell a product that you do not have, not tangible, but you make it look like it's real, and people see it and want to accept it. So pretty much it's a make believe.
Okay. Okay. Sam sir, do you want to tell us what you understand by fake life, sir?
Fake life is something that I would say not real. Um, make people think was not as though it is. So that's fake life, like trying to make people see you the way that you are not. For
Hmm.
example, even the way people look on social media is not the way they are on real persons. Especially for those of you that are looking for a relationship. If you say you look at the girl or the guy, the way he's looking on this picture, there's a word, there's something called filter. And the filter can make his face straight and make their bum bum big sometimes. And some of them even wear fake bum bum. So by the time you see that real person in real life, it's not that person. That's the definition of being fake.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. For me, I see fake life as what both of you have said it to be.
We don't already consumed everything. We don't know. I was waiting. I was waiting for you to say
My answer is the answer.
something different.
No, there's nothing I can say because the fact is fake life is what both of you have said it is. But what I would add to fake life is fake life is, like Stanley said, an illusion of you trying to make people see what's there, like you said, that is not there. So that's fake life. Now, why do people feel the need to be fake?
Be-
Before
Because
we answer that,
Mhm.
let's also add this to the question. Do you think that social media has made fake life business progress? And why do people feel the need to be fake?
fake life actually sells. The
Hmm.
people, that's why social media is encouraging it. Because if you are real to the people don't want to, it doesn't sell. They don't want to buy it. When it's fake, that's why. Yeah, have you noticed that when you go to the store sometimes, fake things sell because they see it on somebody that is like, oh, I like the way that brother dress or that sister dress. The brother can be wearing something that is fake, and you would think that it's genuine, is real. So fake things go fast. That's why social media encourages it.
Hmm.
Fake life, fake story, you know, especially in my country called Nigeria, the fake story is now a predicament. In fact, it's now something that you have to do to blow, like the word they use, blow. Blow as an artist, blow as a social media person. You have to fake something. You fake a story.
Hello? Sorry,
Yes.
hold on, Samsung. Hello?
Mhm.
Yeah, technician. Yeah, what
Mhm.
is it? You think Samsung's camera is fake because he's shaking while he's talking? No, cannot be. I think it's just the setting. Don't tell it, don't tell it. Sorry, that was our technician. I say your camera is shaking.
Technician, for your information, if you don't want to be fired, behave yourself. Don't be don't join the fake life. You like problem? Okay, you will get problem now.
Okay, sorry about that. Go
So
ahead.
the fake life is like what, as I was saying, fake life is it sells, and people fake things because, like, there was this saying, there's this video that will say, you better join the fake life so that you don't die in frustration. Just join this fake life because everybody's living the fake life, which is not true. It's
True.
not everybody that live the fake life. So most people fake things because they want to sell.
Okay. So, Stanley, sir,
Yes, sir.
do you think social media has made the business of fake life thrive? And if yes, why do people live fake lives? Why?
Fake life itself has been something that has been on for many ages, but has not been so much broad in the spectrum because there was no available market for it to be publicized. The onset of social media actually made it worse. And yes, social media has made fake life very, very powerful and real. It sells. And the reason is that it cannot be fact checked. You know, somebody can come on screen and tell you everything that they do not have and make it look like they have it. People go to other people's property that is not theirs and say, "You see, right there, that's my private jet. I just bought that one yesterday because I'm whatever it is." So yes, social media has brought it closer to the people, and when they see these things, they can't fact check them because the person that is looking at it is seeing it there with the person, and then believes that, oh wow, they own that. They are speaking so well about it. I don't know if you've seen this little, and they put them in little social media clips where you see guys or ladies stand in front of a car and they're trying to snap a picture
Mhm.
and act like it's their own. And then the real owner of the car shows up and says, "What are you doing?" In the midst of the live shoot that they're doing. So yes, social media has really made it worse. It's created a big market for it, and it's a big multi-million, if not billion-dollar industry right now. That if you can present a fact,
Yeah.
defend it, even if it's not real, you are able to sell it. We give you the platform to do that. You make money from it. And it's getting worse because social media is rewarding it.
Mm. Okay. So I like you said, the example you gave, I like that example very much because I've also seen a situation where a lady claimed she just built a house, right? And she was standing right in front of the house taking pictures and everything. And then next thing, the owner of the house came out and that's how everybody knew it wasn't a house. But the thing is this though, with fake life, are those people really happy? I'm asking because I don't get it. I don't get it because why do you feel the need to be something or that you are not just to, let me use the word, front it to other people and put it in their face, and then you go back and you're sad and angry and miserable?
It's not all people that are faking stuff on social media are doing that for attention. Many of them are doing it for business.
Okay.
So, for example, for like the musical industry,
Yeah.
you see most of them want to sell a song. They will create a fake story about themselves.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, they will create a fake story and put it up together. They framed it, they planned it, and act like, oh, we are the victim. And then the story go everywhere, and then people start talking about it. I just smile. And I said to somebody, every time that happens, I'll say, watch out.
Hmm.
He or she is about to release a song
Hmm.
because that's what they plan to do. And it works.
So does that mean that people are gullible? People like to see
They
things.
like gossip. All humans like gossip. Have you not heard, like, for instance, if you are walking on the street, somebody come to you and say, hey, come, have you heard something? Immediately the ear will just stand like with interest. Okay, what? Tell me about it. People like gossip. So that's why they are getting a lot of all that
Hmm.
fake information, and they will be that's all they're going to be consuming
Okay.
because they like to consume fake news.
So,
Wow.
so, so societal pressure is one big factor that drives fake life. People want to, they create a facade and want to make people believe that they can belong. There is this group of you want to be among the elite, the class separation in the society that makes people want to be where they think others are and act like them. So whatever it takes to get them to that point, they will do it. I've heard stories of people who faked it, like Sam was saying. You create a story, and it catches the audience, and it pulls you up there. When you bring it out, either in music or in a message or in a talk or storytelling, once you grab the audience of a couple of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, it puts you in a limelight where they get this satisfaction that, okay, now they feel like they belong. I want to drive the kind of car they drive, leave where they leave, have the kind of friends they have, mingle with the kind of people they mingle. The only way to get there and beat that gap is to fake it. And you know the common saying, fake it until you make it.
But sometimes you can never make it. You can never make it.
But let me add this to what you just said. Do you know that the fake life have different categories? Like
Right.
the one I was talking about, yeah, the one I was talking about is the category of those that wants to make profit from that fake life. Some, it's not the profit; they just want that fame because, and then there's another category that just want to um, make people feel they are important.
Right.
So they're trying to show people that, oh, I'm important.
Right.
So these are the three categories I can pick out, and I'm sure there are more.
Okay, let's take a comment from Victor from Uzovic. Uzovic says fake life is not being your real self. Unfortunately, social media has caused more harm than good in terms of spreading and encouraging fake lives. People seem to be who they are, not for recognition.
Hmm.
They want people to think that they are doing well. Meanwhile, they are actually struggling.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the psychological aspect of fake life,
Hmm.
because from my field pretty much, um we have a lot of people with psychiatric issues that are on social media, and that furthermore aids in the support of fake life, grandiosity. You see people that actually, like, there was this particular example. This guy was crying in his house because things were not working out for him. He was crying, he was sad, things were just down, he was depressed. But guess what he did 20 minutes later? He came out, took his phone, stood in front of a very beautiful house with nice car. My latest property. Oh my God, thank you, God, for giving me this house and this new car. And then he used leg to trek back to his own house and continue the cry. Now, does fake life help people in that way, or does fake life has a way of making you feel that I've made it and I'm deceiving myself? You know how in those days they will say you can deceive everybody, but you cannot deceive yourself. Now people are deceiving themselves with fake life. They are deceiving themselves because at the end of the day, you are not who you say you are. You are not what you say you are, but in your mind, in your head, you are that thing already.
Hmm.
It's a,
You are, unfortunately, you are putting unnecessary pressure on yourselves by doing that. Because when you start living a fake life, you have to continue to be fake. It's just like somebody that lies. When you tell one lie, for you to cover up your lie, you keep on lying.
Yeah.
So indirectly, they are living in bondage. They will be hiding. Because I remember the story that with one of those ones that are big now in the social media. She used to enter Okada until now that she's big. And the one that turned himself to a woman,
Who's that?
Bob.
Oh, Risky.
Uh-huh. He used to enter Okada. He was faking so many stuff. They caught him on the Okada. They fake life. He dodged. He used to live he faked fake life. So you see, like they use that word, fake it until you make it. He has faked it and he made it with his fake life.
But that
But
doesn't that show you that people actually reward?
yes, bad behavior.
Yeah. Because
I'm telling you.
there is someone out there who is honestly making his living and living a life according to his quote or material, but nobody is seeing him.
Huh.
Again, this question goes to Mr. Stanley. Mr. Stanley, sir, do you think to some people, fake life is a way of soothing or pacifying whatever situation you're going through?
That's the reason why they do it. They have a predicament that they are dealing with. For some, it's psychotic. For others, is the pressure, peer pressure, and for others, it's just the downside of life. They are not where they want to be. They've tried so many things. Life is not just working out well for them, and they see other people. They know where they want to go to, and they want to be accepted. Maybe because of their status, they are not accepted.
Yeah.
They like a particular girl or woman, and they want to get at them. But
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have nothing, they can't make the move. So come on, what do? Take my camera, put it on my social media post. And when the girl sees it, she will melt and say, oh, wow, yeah, I didn't know you were trying to get that. Yeah, that was my latest one. Guess what? I've got 3 more in the village. And the door may open up for him. He had a target, he has faked it, and he has hit the target until it collapses. You know, and the thing about fake life is it always falls, no matter how you fake it, no matter how long. There is always a time or a day where the whole thing will collapse. Like Sam Soft say, you tell one lie, you look for another lie to cover it. And when they are getting close to unraveling that lie, you find another one, so on and so forth until you can't do it no more. And guess what? Like a pack of cards, it falls down on you. So, yes, it's a way for them to soothe that mental feeling of wanting to get this self-aggrandizement where they can say, all right, I want to belong in this particular group. And let me end it with this talk. You remember this story? You remember that guy in Anambra State that had one flamboyant burial ceremony for his mother? I've forgotten
Yeah.
the name they call him. Yeah, that they said shut down the whole place.
I bought plenty cow.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, you know
There
that was
were
how he blew. That was how he blew too.
No, he blew before then.
no,
He had money.
he's had money before then. They
We
said
know.
Yeah. But he was not famous. They didn't know him.
He was famous. So
he was very famous, very, very
was.
famous. The guy
Are
is
you
not.
talking about Cubana?
Yes,
Yeah.
Obi, Abi,
Obi
yes,
Kubana,
Obi
yeah.
I didn't know
Kubana,
about
yeah.
him before.
Oh,
It
And
was
he's
after that story.
he's got money. He's just
well,
one of
it
Yeah,
those
he got
guys.
made
money.
him more famous. It made him more
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
what I'm
yeah,
saying. He
yeah,
became more famous on social media when
because
that
of that
happened.
story. Yeah.
yeah. So they said when he was doing that burial thing, that so a group of Yahoo boys from Warri said they want to go there and shut. They want to go there and shut down the place, and they carried 20 million naira in their pocket each. They went there to want to go flex their muscle.
Mm-hmm.
When they got there and they saw how people were throwing money in hundreds of millions, they asked them to go and break firewood with their 20 million. We're sending them on errands because 20 million was like one kobo in the midst of the other big guys. Like they try to fake it like they've been in that class, only to get there and find out that, oh boy, we never reach where this level at all. So for people like that, they will go back again and try to, or maybe while they are there, find a way to take a selfie from a distance and say, that's what Big Cubana there, I was rolling with him at the burial, but not knowing that he was breaking firewood at the place when he got there. So
Yeah.
it gives them this self-aggrandizement to say they want to belong, they want to prove a point, they want to show to people that they've arrived, they've accomplished something without even putting the work to it.
All right. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short commercial break, and then we'll come back to read more comments. Okay. So, what do you think about fake life? Do you think fake life is a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think fake life hurts other people? Let's see your comments down there before we come back. But before we go, don't forget to like where you're watching this from. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification tab so you know just when we're on. And lastly, don't forget to share, as sharing is caring, and
Caring is sharing. Sharing is loving. Loving is kind.
let's
Yeah.
just take a commercial break before you finish us with all the kindness he wants to talk about. Thank you.
Hi, so glad you are here with us today in Chat Room with Mex. I am Kay and I hope you are having fun. Please subscribe, like, and lastly share. We need to let the world know what we are enjoying here today in the chat room. Now let's go back to the show.
So, talking about fake life, gentlemen. Now, do you think fake life hurts other people? Do you think other people are hurt by other people being fake on social media?
Yeah, it does.
I think I know. I think I know where Sam Soft is going to take in this. I know the route he's going to take. I know just the route he's going to take. But let me let him talk.
You know, I'm not going to blame the people that are living fake life for the for what happened to the people that it affects, like when they're watching them. You know why I'm saying that?
No, sir.
Because you don't go by what you don't allow people on social media to become your influencer, because some of them don't even have life. So you cannot, because you can't believe that thing you are seeing on television or that screen. You need to be able to make your own self happy, make your own self live your life. Because just see anything on social media, look at it as an entertainment. So I don't blame them, because if you want to say, okay, you are blaming them for the people, the predicament of the way that they are living, it will not be fair to say.
So, have you heard of peer pressure? Peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Yeah, I know what that means. So yeah, go ahead.
Fake life,
Mm-hmm.
to me, is part of peer pressure.
Putting pressure on you unnecessarily.
I agree with.
Because you choose to you choose to be pressurized.
No, no,
No.
no. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Stanley. Go ahead, Mr. Stanley.
Stanley, all right. Tell me why.
I was, yeah, like I mentioned in the beginning, peer pressure is a big factor. That's what one of the fields that drives the fake life. And the reason being that you have a friend who you don't know what the background is or how they got what they got. Uh, is doing well and looks like he's driving good cars or hanging around influential people, so to say. And you really feel like the odd one out. You want to do whatever it takes to get to that status or to belong in that group. So the pressure from those peers of yours that you have that either wear red pumps for the ladies or for the guys that wear all the Jimmy Shoes and Chew or whatever his name is, and the rest of the name brands, you will be pushed to want to do that because if you sit in their gathering and they are putting on suits that cost $5,000 each, and you are there sitting down with your clothes you bought from Walmart, you'll feel odd.
That box.
Now you know what? That's why I want to jump in now. That's why you cannot blame these people on social media. It is that individual. It's your lifestyle to always like to emulate people. Even your friends, you see your friends, you're like, oh, I like the what is driving. I want to drive that. You don't know what he's doing, and you want
The
to
power,
drive that car.
the power
So
of
you
peer
cannot
pressure.
blame, because now that person, those people that it always happens to, that allows social media to affect their lives. Even without social media, things have been affecting their life because they have that habit of not satisfied of who they are and where they are.
I think
They
I,
allow
So
people's life.
let me give
Huh?
you let me give you one good example. Every one of us heard about this one, not sometime last year. You remember that guy in Bayelsa State that was arrested, that always had this, he called himself a social media influencer. And they see him sleeping and throwing dollars all around. And
Hush
like,
Puppy.
no. The guy, that guy from Bayelsa that was a kidnapper that they caught.
Oh, Evans.
Not advanced. This is a young boy that he always comes on Facebook and gives like this motivational kind of talk. You know, you got to work hard. You have to do this. This is what I did. Now look at me. I have Venzas. Look at dollars. He will fling dollars up. He will. It made the news. It made the news big time. And people were looking up to him. He had a huge following on Facebook and social media. And he would tell people, you know, this is how I did it. If you want to get to this point, you have to do this and that. Everything he was saying looked like legit. And people were striving to do what he said he was doing, not knowing that the guy is a kingpin in the kidnapping business in Bayelsa State. And it was not until he was caught. In fact, he had a video with his wife in the car driving some kind of luxury car.
Mhm.
And he was giving a talk as they were driving. Look at me today, see my wife, this, we're living good now because we did this and that. When he got exposed, all of that money that he was flashing on camera
Okay.
were due, what do you call it, ransoms that he collected. He never did anything he said. Now
Okay.
imagine
You
everybody
know
who
what?
is looking up to him and trying to do what he said he did to
Next,
become what he
Yeah.
is now.
listen. If you are an adult, you have and you allow the social media influencers to influence your life as an adult, something is wrong with you. But if you are a child, it's only the children we can protect from the influencers because the children are still growing, they're still learning. They like things on social media. It's our kids that I can say, okay, I can say the children,
You
I
don't
can
know.
be.
You don't know why it's going on.
Of course, I know what is going on. This man, which is they talk like a person, they come from village.
Ah, okay.
So if you're a child, it's only the children we have to protect from this from social media period, because they're easily what do you call it? They are easily influenced because they are still children. So, but if an adult is influenced by an influencer is in the category of the children.
Okay. I get your points, and I agree with both of you. Like I've been from the beginning. Let's take some comments, and then I will say something. Dan Divi says hi. Jesse Chops, she says, good evening, Minister. She says, good evening, Daddy. You're looking good. Okay, whatever. And good evening, sir. I guess that's
You
for
should be whatever again.
whatever.
Read it well, my friend.
Let me go back to it. Good evening, Daddy. You're looking good.
Thank
Is it
you.
because of the Alsa cap or the jacket that Stanley say he bought for 5,000?
Social media, now that start to it's not up to $5,000. So
The back here, Stanley did not say if it was dollars or naira.
it's definitely not 5,000 naira.
Ina says, fake life causes more damage to one's reputation.
Oh yes.
Sometimes. Jesse Jones says, happiest Sunday to you all. Dan Divi says, use another fake life to cover fake. I guess he was telling himself, so I'm coming. Now, Rachel says, influencers are doing their job by living fake life. If you allow someone else's lifestyle influence you to do crazy things, then it's on you.
Exactly.
Contentment and discipline is key.
Thank you.
I agree with Samsoft. As an adult, you will be judged for the things you do. and not the things you saw someone doing. You
Exactly.
have a mind of your own and you make your choices. I
She's a
agree.
very intelligent woman.
I agree with that. So this is what I think, right? I think that social media influencers that are influencing people to live fake life are only living up to their name, influencers. There is good influencing, there is bad influencing. It depends on the angle you decide to pick.
Look at you, yeah.
You know, people will do things, people will put things up there. Like I always tell everybody on social media, especially TikTok, I tell everybody, don't believe everything you see on social media. Don't believe everything you see on social media. Even if the person is telling you something that sounds too good, don't believe it until you've done your research. Because so many people, and unfortunately, it's part is their right. They can post whatever they want to post. Nobody can come after them. I can give you a perfect example. I wish I had the picture of a famous celebrity that I saw yesterday that took a picture by the side of his pool, with his six pack.
Yeah, boy.
I'm not mentioning names.
At first,
I'm not
I
mentioning
was
names.
thinking,
I'm not
I was thinking it
mentioning
was
names. I'm
someone.
not
It was
pointing,
one.
not pointing finger. He's right. you know, because there are some things we cannot say on social media. Yeah.
It's my six pack. My six pack is not fake.
Oh.
My swimming pool is not fake. Okay,
Ah.
so you mean that I put pressure on some people, right? That also has to be
Yeah.
pool.
So this is what I did. This is what I'm saying, right?
Finish your story. Finish your story.
Some people see showing off things that are not right about their life as a good thing. It helps them. It's their coping mechanism. It's part of how they cope. They are going through stuff in their life. They come out and they publish things out there that are not and look like the happiest people on earth. Meanwhile, they are very, very depressed, but that's their coping mechanism. Now, you that is out there on social media, innocently watching them, begin to envy that life without knowing the underlying story behind everyone. So, like Samsov said,
Point another place.
if you are living, if you allow people easy access to your mind, people to influence your mind, then it's on you. It's on you because you should guard your mind. And now, as Samsov also said, children, we need to, if it's children, then yeah, it's bad. But this is where parenting comes in, where you try your best to make sure that you filter what your children or your child sees. It's difficult now. It's getting tougher because
Very, very tough.
children are getting smarter. Technology is getting further. Everything is just blowing up out of proportion.
Those kids are so smart.
You will lock your phone, forget it. You'll be sleeping. You'll just see them watching what they want to watch from your phone that you locked. You'll be wondering how they unlocked it.
Wow.
So you got to protect your kids. You got to protect your mind. So how do we, because I want people to learn from everybody here, how do we cope with fake life out there on social media? How do we avoid?
Before you go ahead
impacting?
of that,
Yes, go ahead.
there was something you said that I want to expatiate on. Minister Max said, don't believe everything you see on social media, just like as well as whatever you see on TV.
Yep.
For example, the commercials that we watch.
Mhm.
You see, you think that is everything that they say. It's when you eat this food, your head will be like this.
Let
When
me
you
give you a
eat
perfect
that,
example. I'm sure Stanley was not on the show when we talked about this. This is a perfect commercial, and it's an example. So I don't own the rights to this commercial. I'm just saying it. Just disclaimer out there. Red Bull gives you wings.
exactly. You come and drink Red Bull and go and jump on top of
Someone
it.
sued Red Bull. Someone sued Red Bull and won.
He said
Stanley,
give them wings. So
Stanley,
after
did
you
you hear
drink
it?
Red Bull, you go and climb a 5-story building and jump.
Okay, Stanley, did you hear it?
I heard it.
Someone sued Red Bull and won.
Yes.
And the reason why they sued Red Bull and won is because they said Red Bull gives you wings.
You can't drink them. You not gonna get
This
wings.
drink I no get wings. So he decided to sue.
That is a perfect suing. It's a perfect lawsuit.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So you don't believe everything you see on TV,
Yeah,
man.
don't believe everything you see on social media. But at the same time, okay, let's see. We have a comment from this is Jessica. She said faking it until you make it. But now just to digress a little bit, I want us because we've been talking about this particular man for a long time, and I want to just update our viewers. So our hearts and prayers go out to the OPM pastor who apparently who I didn't confirm the story, but I guess it happened, who fell, and I believe he was in the airport, right? He was in the airport, and then he fell,
Just know his
and and then he was rushed to the hospital.
Our prayers go to him. We pray for
Prayers
him to
go to
quick
him.
recovery. In Jesus' name.
Recovery.
He's a good man.
He's a good man. He's a good man. You know, despite everything that has been happening. In fact, I wanted us to talk about it, but we'll wait first until I recover.
Right.
Yeah, until I recover. But my thing when I saw this picture, what actually got to me was that a monitor up there.
I was looking at it too.
The monitor up there is very inaccurate. It's not accurate. Well, we're not here to argue monitor today. We'll argue it some other day. But
Exactly.
if you look at it,
I was wondering,
what's
is that
inaccurate
monitor?
about it?
so if you look at it, he's connected. He's supposedly he's supposed to be connected to it, right? But there is no history of vital signs taken. There is no current vital sign on the display.
At all.
Technically, there's nothing on the display. Nothing on the display.
Because those numbers down there don't make any sense.
125.2.
Yeah, those numbers don't make any sense.
And
Is it possible that they may not have hooked it up to
Minister Mex, how come you just because when I was looking at it right now, that was what I was looking at. I was surprised you picked it too.
Oh, I think I zoomed into it. So you said, is it possible he's not hooked up to it?
not hooked up to it? Yeah.
Augustine, you want me to go deep into what I did not want to discuss today?
Why will it not be hooked up to it?
I will analyze it. I will analyze it for you and break it down very, very well, with everything connected to his hand, to his body, and then you see his presentation on the bed. Let's not go into that. We'll come back. We'll revisit the topic. Let's not go into it. We'll revisit the topic. Jesse Chop says, Minister Mex, I'm not feeling too strong today, so I'm not much on your life today. Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
You are healed in Jesus' name.
Yeah, you're healed in Jesus' name. When you go to the hospital, make sure they connect the monitor.
I don't understand that monitor.
Monitor.
I'm surprised it caught your attention because it caught my attention now. It was even right now.
Is that in Nigeria or is abroad somewhere?
It's in. I think it's in Nigeria. I don't know. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of explanation to that if it's Nigeria. Then.
Oh,
exactly. Right?
So if it's Nigeria, there's explanation, but if it's abroad, there's no explanation.
I mean, just saying, though. Just saying.
Don't worry. When we talk about it properly, we not just say.
Yeah.
Is it just saying?
Just saying. Okay.
You don't fear?
No.
You don't just want to dive into that.
Yeah. I don't know what
they dodge it in.
Yeah, let's cool down on it today. But so with fake life now, what do you guys have to say in a minute to wrap up this particular topic before we talk about some potential topics we'll talk about next week. Mr. Stanley, you want to go first?
Stanley, go first.
Well, like we said in the beginning, when you see fake life, it is fake. So don't have any business with it because it is fake. When you see people displaying or flashing luxury on social media, know that they do not own them, most cases, because if you work so hard for it, you really will not display it that much for many reasons. Try to be content with what you have. The word influencer is supposed to influence you to do something good. If you know that what they are displaying in the bid to influence you is something that is far beyond your reach as of that time, do not attempt it because you will end up getting in trouble. So take life one day and one step at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles, they always say, begins with a step.
Yes, I agree. I agree with you 100%. Samsof, sir.
Remember we were talking about something yesterday, Stanley.
Yeah.
We mentioned something about how I said to you, I said, I've decided to make myself happy and my family. As a matter of fact, I almost said that it made you laugh. I said,
Yeah.
I will make God happy first, and then next is myself. And that's
Yep.
it. My
Yep.
children need to understand me and flow with me. Because you need to make you happy, because there's no way you can make anybody in this world happy.
True.
It's difficult.
It's very hard.
Very
So
true.
don't go attempt to.
No.
All you can do is do your best. I mean, when I mean do your best that we favor your heart, your mind, so that
Aha.
you can live long. Don't go and
Yeah.
do something beyond yourself. Because
Yeah.
most of the time you do something beyond yourself, you start to, you are regretting. The reason why you are regretting is because you went beyond what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then your heart is broken.
Mhm.
So my advice is that do not allow people to influence your life. Be your influencer. Okay?
Okay.
Chicken.
Chicken. Okay. Thank you. By the way, before you go with your chicken, Jesse Chop says, "See my daddy's cap. Daddy, I want to collect my school fees money." Well, LOL.
This girl, eh? All right. You will
Uzovic
get it.
says, that monitor must be Abba made. I don't know what people's problem is. I
That
don't know.
boy wicked though. Who talk about
Uzovic. Okay, Rachel says, only way to cope with the pressure is focus on your focus.
you feel like
Be
she's just reading my
motivated,
mind.
but also be content and disciplined and patient.
Correct.
Eugene Okwala is in the house, everybody. He says,
Hey.
fake life could emanate from lack of self-esteem, get rich quick syndrome, poverty, etc. And in the end, profits nothing but regret and frustration.
Can you imagine that?
Very true. So my own remark to this particular segment of fake life is this. I think parents do have a big role to play when it comes to helping their children cope with the new societal trend, especially social media. In the sense that, let me give you an example. This is actually an instance that happened. I remember growing up, when something new comes out, I'll tell my dad, or we'll tell our dad, oh, we want this. You know what he would do? He will not buy it for you. He will not buy it until that thing has stopped raining. Then
Wow.
psychologically, what that did to me is teaching me delayed gratification. When you have the ability to understand delayed gratification, you realize that teaches you patience
Correct.
through some certain things. Hey, I could see a friend of mine a best friend, a colleague, driving a Range Rover, brand new Range Rover 2023. And me, I'm driving a 2013 or 2016 car. It's not even Range Rover. It might be Toyota, it might be Honda, it might be Hyundai, it might be Suzuki. But at the end of the day, does that thing that you own do what you want it to do for you? Or not? That's your colleague or that your friend that you see wearing the best designer. Well, I have nothing bad about people who wear designer clothes. There is nothing bad about people who wear designers' clothes. I have nothing wrong to say about people who wear designers' clothes.
This boy, yeah.
But if designer clothes is not your calling and you are rushing to go and buy designer, you don't know what you are doing to your life. You don't know. Okay?
Pastor Eugene, come and carry your son, no.
Stay on your lane. Stay on your lane. Listen, life in life, when the moment you were born, bam, you were dropped on your own personal lane. Your own personal lane. Meaning you had your own lane to run.
Exactly.
Your neighbor has his own personal lane. Samsung has his own personal lane. If I go designer versus designer with Samsung now, I might not survive it.
I'm not tired with this
I might not, because Samsung might actually know a trick in the book that I don't know. And me, I will go and spend billions. And Samsung will just be laughing at me and say, see this mumu. So, run your race, clear your lane, day your day. May everybody did their day. Because last, at the end of the day, like Sam Soft and Stanley said, and Rachel actually said on the comment.
Yeah, Rachel.
Your personal happiness is what matters.
It's very important.
Listen. I feel like preaching today.
Come on, preach.
Nah lie, it's chat room. We don't preach.
What did you say we do?
We talk.
We are messengers.
Okay. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Now, listen. Everybody around you is there for a reason, right? As long as you're happy with who you are and what you do, that's all that matters. We have billionaires, like those ones that went and enter Titan, who doesn't know what to do with their money.
This is a sad thing.
We have billionaires who are always in the hospital every day. We have billionaires who are running crazy because of too much money. But you that don't have that much, just be grateful with what you have. Reach towards greatness. Keep going step by step. You go hammer, you will get there. You will get there. But if you miss those steps and you just want to jump because you saw somebody driving a fancy car, oh my God, me too, I must drive fancy car. You go and borrow, go and loan the car. Or go and spend outrageous amount of money that you cannot afford on something. Forget it. Now you go suffer, and when you are suffering, those people are still driving. You will still be here. Let's take a comment before we go into suggestion of topic for next week. Rachel says, also, it's important for parents to stop comparing their children with their siblings or other kids outside. Imagine a parent saying, you know, see Chioma don't marry. Wow. Waiting you they wait for. Wait. This is perfect. Let's sit on this for a little.
This is really powerful.
Let's sit on this for a little.
I love this one.
Again, parents.
Hey.
You are responsible for how your words turn out in future, if they succumb to peer pressure or not. Because if you're always telling your child, like Rachel just said, can't you see Samsoft? Samsoft is living in this. He bought this, he bought that, he bought this. At the end of the day, all you're telling your children is just be watching all those people and be looking at their life and focusing on their life.
You see what I was saying? That's the reason I was saying that. That's the reason I was saying that we cannot blame the influencers. You see that even the parents that even have have more work to do.
They push it to the influencers.
Because the parents, the parents are supposed to be the filters.
Yeah.
The filters. So now they push the kids to the influencer the more by using that word.
Mm-hmm. And then now everybody, all the children want to make it by all means, any means possible. You know, so yeah, let's be very, very watchful. Rachel furthermore says, an African parent and African parents and comparisons now 5 and 6.
Of course.
Yeah. Okoro
Well,
buy a house for him, mama. When you go buy my house for when you go buy a house for me. Very true.
Very, very bad. This thing, we need to talk about this topic on a
That is
special.
no, she's actually going towards where we are supposed to land. Actually,
Hey, that topic is a big one. We need to talk about that topic.
comparison. Let me drop this one in real quick. Comparison. There are two kinds. There are good comparison, bad comparison.
Go ahead.
The average African parent compare their kids with other kids. A lot of times it depends on the tone and how, or the class of comparison you want to compare a child with to another one and how you do it. There's nothing wrong in comparing or doing comparison, but like Sam Soft said, you have to apply filters to it, right? You can compare your child to a child that is doing good in a good way. Let me put it that way.
I disagree with you, sir.
Hold on, let me land.
Go ahead.
There are children that comparison drives them to success. When I say drives them to success in a good way, if you compare a child with a child who studies and makes success, drives a child to want to study and make success. Also, be careful to know your child first before you compare. There are children who cannot handle it well, most especially if you're doing negative or bad comparison, like everyone's you've cited. You never see Chioma don't marry. What do you wait for? That's not comparison. You're pushing the child into peer pressure.
That's actually comparison too.
But when you give good comparisons to your child and you show the positive sides of what the comparison you are highlighting is, and then you give good guidance to that child on how to achieving that good comparison you're outlining, would help the child. Everybody, you and I, we had comparisons coming up. It drives us. It's a major driving force.
But
you're running a race.
Comparison is not good though.
Let's not go into comparison because this will be a topic
exactly
next week. Let's not go.
I differentiated it though, but understand that I differentiated it. I'm not saying through comparison
because it's risky.
Augustine, I have a question for you, sir.
Yes.
With your differentiation,
yes.
Your child, you're comparing your child to someone who is doing well in school, but what you don't know is how that person is getting to do well in school, but yet you're comparing your child to that person who is doing well in school. Hold on.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
You can know your child, but you can't know someone else's child.
Exactly.
You can't know what that other person's child is doing to pass.
Correct.
Now, what if that person
is cheating?
People are writing exam for that person's child, and they are comparing your child to that person. Can't you see your friend Johnny? Can't you see that Johnny is getting all A's? You are getting B's. Why can't you get A's like
No,
Johnny?
That is not comparison. Look at your tone and look
comparison,
at your...
Comparison is when you put A and B.
Correct.
It doesn't matter the tone.
No, listen to what I said. Apply filters, and I borrowed that from Sam Soft. Apply filters to it. That is very necessary.
Whether you put filters
before you compare,
whether you put filters or not, comparison is comparison. Apple versus orange is comparison.
I think I understand where Sam.
You cannot tell me that for the fact that I say. You cannot tell me for the fact that I say, "Hey John, this is apple," and then John, this is orange versus John. This is apple.
Maybe Stanley is looking orange. Maybe Stanley. Maybe you.
No, you're talking about
different words.
No, you are looking for tone. You're looking for tone in the word.
No. You're getting it all wrong, and you're saying what you're doing now, describing, is totally different from what I'm talking about.
What is comparison?
Comparing.
Let's walk.
Nepa don't see his light. Okay, let's take some comments before he comes back. Yeah.
Ina says, if you're set, okay, if you set the bar that high, that means pressure of sustaining that fake life you have created for yourself, leading to will be leading you to self pressure.
Correct.
Rachel says, no, I disagree, sir. Once you compare, even mentioning the name of the other child, you are telling your child that you would be happier if they are like the other kids.
Exactly. And that's that's why I was going to tell Stanley. It's risky to ever make comparison.
Yeah.
Very risky.
Welcome back, Stanley. We're reading some comments. We'll go back to you shortly. Yeah. Rachel also says, you can advise your children and motivate them without involving anyone else's achievement, anyone else or their achievement.
That is what I was looking for. Motivate.
Once you include other person's achievement and making it a yardstick for your child, it's bad. I agree. Ozovic says, the parents that complain to their children of not building a house or so in their 30s got to build their own house in their 50s. What were they doing in their 30s?
This is Ozovic, eh?
Ozovic, mind yourself. So, okay. Stanley, we're going to go deep into comparison next week. We'll go deep. Let's go and I'm ourselves. Let's go and find ourselves to come
for the weapon of comparison debate.
For the weapon of comparison debate. So next week we have a topic we're going to be talking about, one or two, either or. We're going to be talking about parents and how they lead their children to peer pressure or to fake life or to peer pressure pretty much. Mm-hmm. Then let's just stick to that one. That's what we're going to be talking about.
That one is going to be that one is broad. That one can enter. That one is part of the comparison stage.
Yes, that's where we'll bring in comparison and everything. So, what do you guys have to say in a minute to everybody watching?
I will say that you should be satisfied with where God is taking you, where God has placed you, and where God is taking you, and then do not allow people to make you I'm looking for a word. Don't allow people's life or lifestyle to influence your lifestyle.
Okay.
Because you know why? Mm-hmm. You are not that person. You have to accept who you are.
Yeah. Hello, technician. Yeah, I told you his camera is not fake. You see, it's not shaking anymore. Okay, thank you. No, I just have to clear the air because the technician was like, "I'm is using a fake camera, fake live." You know.
If I give the technician heading like Sapler boy,
that's why Samsung came out with pant and doing like yesterday. Stanley, did you see the picture? We can't hear you. Your audio is gone.
It's called swimming trunk. What did the water use in a pant? Swimming trunk, they call swimming trunk pant. Oh, you know, okay, wait. You know what? See, Michael Phelps. You know, see Michael Phelps. Wait, I said Michael Phelps, and they challenge Michael Phelps for swimming. He's in a pant. Really look at man.
Should I show them the swimming trunk? Should I show them the swimming trunk? Guys, stay tuned next week. I will show you some soft swimming trunk.
No, but if you see us safe.
I get that now. I just say that now.
Oh, he's sitting there.
No, trust me. Forget it. We know how to do this. Yeah, we know how we do it.
Everybody sits back.
Sazam was wearing swimming trunk.
Swimming trunk.
Pants.
It's in a
You're a bad boy. You're very, very bad boy.
Not be pants, not pint.
Pint. Anyway, ladies and Stanley, what do you have to say to our viewers in 1 minute?
Well, what I have to say is this: you have one life to live. make the max of it. You know yourself, you know your strengths and your weakness, what you can do and what you can achieve. Enjoy your life. Do not let anybody push you to doing anything that is outside of your week.
Yep.
Take one day at a time.
Yep.
And make the most of it.
True. True. I agree. Well, from me, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear more, if you have one of those wonderful parents that compared you when you were growing up, join the show next week. If you know you have a friend, tell your friend we're about to talk about that next week. We're going to break it. We're going to break comparison. You can see Yoga Stanley was already firing, trying to tell us there is positive comparison, negative comparison.
There is.
That is his own point of view. He's talking from the back, even though you cannot see him. Now you can see him. He's saying there is. Join us next week for another interesting time. Thank you very much for spending time with us today. It was beautiful. Join us next week for another interesting time in ChatRoom, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much and stay blessed. Have a happy 4th of July. Like I said at the beginning, for those of you in the United States, happy 4th of July in advance.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah, for those of you in Nigeria
July,
who like to celebrate every holiday the United States is celebrating, happy 4th of July, you too. You know, because I mean,
Nigeria, not put 4th of July because not the Independence Day.
Then they celebrate on two now.
And no, they just say Happy Independence Day to them. That's all.
4th of July, no be Nigerian independence now.
No, now our own. We now 4th of July. You they tell them 4th of July. Their own now October 1st.
No, then they celebrate 4th of July. Then they celebrate Halloween.
In Nigeria?
Samsov.
Yeah, no, you know, Nigeria, anything that they celebrate.
Nigeria, they celebrate 4th of July?
Even Thanksgiving.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Even Black Friday.
I did not know that.
And it's Black Friday.
I did not know that.
They do discount too. Yeah. Anyway, see you next week, guys. It's been nice.